This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Hello and welcome to an edition of the Bears Huddle with our coach, Cody of the St. Paul Saints Bears. I'm the host, Brandon. So, Coach, how's it been?
It's been a minute. How we doing?
Doing good. Getting close to that first game, preseason game, May 24th?
Correct. May 24th,
Right? Okay.
Kickoff, 6:05 p.m.
All right. And that is there, not here, right?
Correct. It's in Eau Claire,
right.
Wisconsin. So,
all right. So if you guys are in the Wisconsin area, go check out some indoor football. So, I mean, heck, Wisconsin just had the big draft, so why not keep it rolling, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So since we last talked, what's been new? Had a couple tryouts, got some players from the tryouts. How was that?
Yeah, had our second tryout, first practice a couple days after, and it's been absolutely insane. It's been intense. Every practice, all the players are coming with energy, and making big plays and opening up a bunch of our eyes, making a bunch of big decisions and making them hard when it comes down to making this roster and making cuts, for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's got to be one thing that, your coaching staff, you like, the players like. I mean, I know some players thrive off of the intensity of practice and their team. So, yeah, you guys had a few practices in the books already. So what, right now in your eyes, I mean, what do you like about this team? I mean,
I love the tenacity, the go-get-it attitude. It's more than just an attitude. It's that mentality. They're just all dogs. This is arena football. It's violent, it's fast, and they're ready for the moment. They're excited. They all have experience, so this isn't nothing new to us.
Okay. So, other roster that you guys have concocted for this first season there, I know a few weeks ago or months ago, you guys played the Omaha Beef. How many roster people are from that team that played against them?
It's a good percentage. It's a high percentage. A lot of those players that came from that team, they came to tryouts, they showed out, they put in the work, and they're ready to make the next step and make it professional.
Well, the reason why I asked is because you guys went in or the team that you're a part of upset that team, so I just want to make sure that they know it can be done. It can come together. You guys can take that step, and just because that team's number one doesn't mean that they're unbeatable. So,
right? No, yeah, they're ready to go after everybody's throats. That's for sure.
Gotcha. So let's speak of the trials for a few minutes here. Do you know how many guys you took from the tryouts, or roughly?
Yeah, we had a big number, and we took about 40 to start, and dwindled that down. We can only carry 30 for our home games. Travel with 21, so cuts had to be made real quick. But
what was that like with your coaching staff and you, and just laying it out on the board and be like, hey, we can only have X amount of guys suit up. that had to be a tough call there. A lot of bantering between you coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. It was, there were a lot of extremely tough decisions to be made, and many conversations were had between us coaches. A lot of Zoom calls, and we just ultimately, it's what's best for the team. One coach might want an offensive player, but we might actually need someone on defense. Like it just came down to what we needed. So
Yep, I see that. So with the tryouts, I mean, of course, you and the coaches are, doing your trials. Was there people there that, yeah, and you don't have to name names. I mean, I don't expect you to, but they showed up and you're just like, dude, why are you here? Because you just don't have it. And was there some people there that you thought that, but then it turned out that they were actually legit and kind of surprised you?
I would say everybody that showed up, showed up with a purpose and showed that they should be there.
Gotcha.
And there were a few players that maybe might have been undersized or something, like just didn't have the look, but when they got on that field it was a different story, and you're like, whoa, you could never judge by a book by its cover, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. Yeah, no. So, so outside of that, seeing you guys got opening for MC DJ to do some pregame stuff. So I want to throw that out there. If anybody's interested that's watching the show, get in contact with Cody if you want to mix some sounds and get some music going during the games.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, we're looking for a DJ announcer, someone to hype up the crowd, keep everybody into it and just make it a fun environment. It's arena football. It is football, but there is a entertainment side to it. We're also looking for a security team. I'm still looking for a head cheer coach. So
I thought you guys had that locked up. I thought you had somebody.
We did. But she had found bigger and better opportunities, and we're extremely grateful for her and excited for her. So,
Gotcha.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Nothing but positive. So.
All right. And I don't know if we talked about this or if the change happened after our last show, but you guys are not in St. Paul at the Dome. You guys moved out to Burnsville, right?
Correct. We were at the West St. Paul Dome, and then we had moved to the Toka Soccer Center in Burnsville, and it's been extremely amazing. We're grateful for Rick and everybody at Toka. They've been extremely inviting, and we're excited about this partnership and to just make it happen in the state of Minnesota.
No, that's good. That's good. Excuse me there. So,
no, you're good.
So, we're a couple weeks away, so you guys will still have a couple more practices. So with these practices you're having, get ready for a preseason game. I mean, without giving your game plan away or anything, what are you looking for with these players in these next couple practices to solidify them as a starter, or how you're going to manage their play?
Well, I mean, basically, all of the players are dogs, top to bottom, across the board. There's no weakness really, and that's why it's so tough to make that decision to dwindle it down for away games. But I just want to see them mesh more, build that chemistry as a team. I need the communication. It's going to be loud over in Eau Claire. It's always loud for arena games. It's insane, to the point where we're on the bench as coaches and players, and I could be talking to someone, 2 or 3 people next to me, and we're not hearing each other. It's insane. So we need to be able to communicate. and just trust each other. Trust that, hey, when this offensive call or defensive call is made, my teammates got my back. I know where he's going to be. That's most important. We're already locked in. We got 2 practices left, but we're already locked in.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, because arena football is not the 100 yards and 50 wide. It's what 60
Correct.
yards long.
50 yards, and then it's way more condensed. Not as much green out there. It makes it so much faster of a game. You definitely have to be alert, keep your head on a swivel. People are out there looking to knock off your head.
Yeah, and you look the wrong way, and bam, you're gonna be eating some boards. I mean,
seeing some stars for real.
Yeah, no, yeah, I watch some arena football, watch the clips you've been posting during the games, and yeah, it is definitely a faster pace than regular football because I think it's just the fact that it's so together. It's not wide open. It's a smaller field. It just looks faster.
Right. And the boards, the padding effect, just knowing, if you can't just run out of bounds if you're going for a pass or something, you're going to hit that board,
Yeah. Well, so bringing that up, has anybody tasted those boards yet during practice and just
Yes, absolutely. We've had a few collisions. But they have to be ready for it. They have to be ready for it.
Gotcha. So let's talk a little bit about that first preseason game. Of course, like you said, you can only have 21 guys, so you guys are going to be busting up what the night before and heading that way, or how long of a drive is that?
I think it's 2 or 3 hours. It's not far. We're actually hoping to partner with a bus company. After this Zoom or after this interview, I have a phone call with one, and then tomorrow I have a Zoom call with another, and things are looking promising. And I just know that, with God, everything is possible. So I got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. So preseason, your first game as head coach. These guys is everybody's first game as St. Paul Bear.
Mm-hmm.
It's a preseason. Yeah, you guys want to go out and win. But taking the winning factor out there, what do you guys hope to accomplish, especially as a coaching staff? What are you guys looking for as positive stuff? Even if you get blown out or you lose by a few points. I mean, what are you guys looking for?
Well, we're definitely looking to get that dub. First game, definitely looking for a first win. But I would say just seeing the depth that we have, seeing how I want to see where we're at, just how we are as a team. If we get down a few, a touchdown or two, how are we going to react? I've been on multiple teams in the past. We've been down 3-4 touchdowns and it's nothing. And we come back the second half and, last minute heroics and we win it and pull it out. That's the type of mentality I'm looking for. I want to see how these players react. I want to see how they take hits against that board. Are they going to be able to, put up with the game physically, mentally? Are they going to be able to keep their emotions in check? A lot of players in this arena league are looking to get you out of your game mentally, and 15-yard penalties come with the reactions of that. So we got to make sure that we keep our composure and just know that we're there on a business trip, and that's to go get this W and get on out of there.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely the W is a big thing, making sure, you guys are getting everything fine tuned. And yeah, those, of course, I mean, you're going to get the first licks from people that aren't on your same team. So, at practice, they want to get good licks in too. But when you're facing off a team that's not yours, I mean, they're looking to hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys are hungry. I mean, I know a couple interviews ago, that's all we talked about is how the Bears have to be hungry, and I think you guys are ready. So yeah. So looking at your guys' roster, I mean, you guys got right now, 3 solid QBs. Or 2 solid QBs. I'm sorry, I can't read today. So what is your guys' game plan for preseason game 1 on getting the players in there? Is there like, are you guys going in like this is just a regular season game, or are you guys going to go in there and actually make it a preseason game where everybody gets a fair amount of chances to play? I mean, what's your guys' mindset on that?
Well, right now we're still talking that out. I would definitely going in there with dogs regardless. Like I said, I have full faith in everybody on my team, or else they wouldn't be on my team. And I just that's basically it. I mean, we're good to go. I think when we have our coaches Zoom this week, we'll really go over that. But I'm looking to win, and if we can get to that point, others will go in, but I'm definitely going to leave that on the table.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you want to get that W, of course. I mean, if you go into the locker room, ask the players what they want to get out of preseason game 1, they're all going to say they want to win. I mean, that's definitely the case. They, if you take the winning aspect out of there, they're going to say exactly what you said. We want to go in there and just lay it down on them. Just get the hits in. So
yeah,
I know they're probably
they definitely have a couple.
I know they're probably chopping at the bit to hit somebody other than their own teammates. So that's always a driving force. I know when I was playing, it was always a driving force to finally get to that game and get antsy. And heck, I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple practices you guys have a little mayhem between a couple players that just want to go out there and hit. So.
Oh, we've already had it. Like I said, our practices have been intense. I want that intensity and that aggressiveness, but there has been a couple times where we've had to reel it back a little bit, and it's almost hard to do.
And that's probably the tough part, because you want them to be hungry, but yet you don't want them to be hungry on each other. You want them, so.
Right. Yeah. There's that fine line of, I'm gonna let this go, and then like, hey, now we're getting personal. Now we gotta stop that.
Yeah.
But
that definitely,
it's all love.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, they set up challenges for each other. You're facing off against the same people, and you want to outdo them. So yeah. So after week 1, preseason game, how many preseason you got set up? I think I saw 2 or 3.
So we have 2 set up.
Okay.
I'm still trying to just get everything settled for that. Bunch of communication has to go on still. Yeah. We're just trying to figure out the logistics at this point, making sure everything works and works smoothly. And I mean, I'd love to add a 3rd one. So if anyone's looking, inbox me. Yeah, I'm serious. We're trying to get some work in.
All right. Yeah. So when is regular season start? August?
Yep. August, September. And then it'll go into January.
Okay. Gotcha. So you're going to be having practices every Tuesday from here on out and be ready, or you guys taking some time off to recoup a little bit, or what's your guys' work plan?
We'll take a little time off, just a little, and then we'll go into 2 practices a week, and then that'll be the routine going into the regular season. So,
gotcha. Yeah, so that's good. So outside of that, you also have on your Facebook, if anybody's following St. Paul Bears, you got a little contest going to name your mascot. I'm in favor of Harry Harry Hungry. If everybody wants to put that vote in for Harry Hungry, I think that's going to be a phenomenal name. But you already got some good names for the name the mascot. I kind of like that. You guys got that going. So
Yeah, no, it was a great opportunity. We thought to get the state involved and just have fun with it. We definitely have a bunch of suggestions, and I appreciate everybody who is taking the time to post on there. We'll be going through all of them and then making a poll, that way everybody can vote. But yeah, there's been a bunch of funny ones, a bunch of clever ones. I love it. I want more of it.
Fun. It's always fun to get the fans involved and stuff like that, and and even me, my son is keeps asking, when are you gonna do your next show at the Bears? I'm almost like, well, he's busy, so we'll get him going, but he's actually looking forward to coming to a couple games. I plan on being there for a couple if work lets me. So when is that home opener so we can start getting hyped up for that?
I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's August 14th or 15th. Wow. I'll have to double check on that.
Okay.
I should have that memorized. No, that's it's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. Fine.
So yeah, so I also see, you guys are partnered up with a couple other teams locally for a spring football showcase. What is that all about?
Yeah, we teamed up with JJ Kern and the MPFL, and that's going to be a youth showcase and a player showcase, all the way up to semi-pro, really. And just big opportunity, huge opportunity for all players to get some playing time on the field, to get noticed, to get some eyes on them. We'll be up there with our booth and a concession stand. We'll have some St. Paul Bears merch. We'll have some players on the field helping with the coaching, and a couple players helping ref, and then we have one special player as a DJ, so he'll be a DJ both days, working the sets, clean music. So we'll be rock.
Yeah, it's probably not music you're going to want to hear in the locker room sometimes.
Yes.
So speaking of the locker room atmosphere, I mean, since we brought up music, I mean, what do you guys do in the locker room while you get prepared? I mean, what's the mojo like? And
I mean, it's music all day. Got to get it bumping, got to play the bangers, and just get locked in. We get pretty hyped up in there, and we're ready to. We're like sharks in the water, just ready to be let loose. So it's quite a sight to see. Everyone's got their own routine, and I love it. I feed off of it. I love it.
Is there any funny routines that you want to speak of, or anybody got just those weird niches that you?
I mean, like,
hey, whatever, it's your routine, but
I mean, one person, he'll lay out all of his equipment in a specific way, like on the floor, go do his thing, come back. That's been one thing I've noticed. But I mean, other than that, just pretty much, a bunch of dancing, getting loose, getting a little rowdy. But nothing too embarrassing that I can speak of right now.
Not yet. So I know you've been coaching for a while, but moving into head coach, what's going to be your routine now going on game days here?
Man, honestly, I haven't even thought about it.
Okay.
It's everything's been happening so quick, but I think I'm big on meditation.
Okay.
And just getting me into that place, and just I snap out of it and I'm ready to go. It's Let's get it. Let's get this work. Let's give them the smoke.
All right, yeah.
I'll probably, I'll probably,
yeah.
I'll probably bang out to some music a little bit, go over the game plan with the coaches, and then take a few minutes to myself, and then go talk to the team, get them going.
All right. No, I just kind of envision, after like, maybe even the first game here coming up, you guys are struggling a little bit. The team gets into the locker room, and you pull the coaches into the other side. Um, what movie was I just thinking about? The Gridiron Gang, where The Rock just pulls all his coaches away from the players and let the players just sit there and they talk, and then they start just get rowdy on themselves and get pumped, and then they go out that second half and just start kicking butt. I kind of envisioned you guys doing that. If you're just struggling, just pull them aside, let the players, kind of just get themselves in the mood. So,
yeah, no, definitely, we've done that before on previous teams, especially the team that went down to Omaha, that Minneapolis Warriors team all last year. If there were times that we were just not showing up for some odd reason, just not playing our game, MJ was smart. He knew when to pick his spots, and I learned a lot from him. But he would learn how to pick his spots and just let his dogs know, like, hey, this is you guys, and he'd just walk on out, and they would get on each other, get going, and be ready to show up, and they would. So, if that's got to be an approach, we'll see.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's gonna be a fun time to watch you guys get into it. You got a couple things coming up yourself here. Doing a little youth or flag football tournament or something. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes. For the Minneapolis Warriors, actually. MJ reached out, said that they were going to have a 7-on-7 tournament, and I just, I was like, I would love to help out. He was looking for refs, and I've got, officiating experience, so that'll be June 29th, noon to 6 p.m. And if anybody's interested, wants to get out and play some flag football, it would be a great opportunity. I'll be there. There'll be, plenty of opportunities for people to get noticed that way. So, I mean, there's for players that didn't go to the tryouts, like there's other opportunities. So,
all right. How many players came to the trials? You guys figure?
oh, I'd say total 60, 70,
Okay.
maybe even 80.
Okay.
I was satisfied with the turnout.
Well, yeah, year one, you guys just getting your feet wet. I mean, granted, you got all the connections, and you guys can bring people in via connections and stuff. So,
Right.
I'm guessing a few people showed up just because they saw the ad somewhere and try to make it that way. But
no, we had a few do that. A few just were waiting at the door. They're like, "Hey, we saw your ad on Facebook. We're ready to rock." I'm like, "Bet." Hey, that lets me know that my the efforts that I'm doing to promote the team is working. So,
yeah, no, definitely looking good that way. So, with that being said, Cody, you got anything else you want to drop down and give a shout out to or promote or anything?
just everybody come out to that Eau Claire, Wisconsin game, May 24th, 6:05 kickoff. We're ready to rock.
Yeah, get out there if you got nothing going on May 24th. Get out there. I would love to, but I already got plans to be somewhere else. But hopefully it works out that I'm at the home opener. I definitely would love to, be the main part of or be a part of this building with you guys. I mean, we got our weekly show that we're going to get ramping up, and shoot me a text on a player that wants to join the show. We'll get them notoriety, coaches. Maybe in a couple weeks we could have a big coaches show that introduce everybody and what the game plan is like without giving out any big details. So,
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited. We'll rock with all that.
Yeah. So yeah. So.
I
Anyways,
appreciate
with that being said, I have nothing more, Cody. You get out there, maybe make a few, calls to, Shadur Sanders and see about getting him in.
I would have. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised. But
Yeah, I know. I joked with you about it that might as well go get this guy, but
yeah.
yeah. I mean, your job is tough enough with just the local talent. Could you see trying to draft a couple players out of that talent pool and make everybody happy? I mean,
I would love it. I would love the opportunity to do that. So,
well, I bet you would. So, yeah.
I appreciate
that. What's that?
I said I appreciate you, man, and definitely will. For your tickets, we'll definitely have to hook something up. So.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'll be more than happy to come down and and like I said, I'm there. I'll live stream the game for you on Facebook, and so get some notoriety that way too. So, but with that being said, Cody, and everybody watching, I will check you next time on the Bears Huddle. Have a good one.
Appreciate you. See ya.
Yep. See you, bud.